David Cooley here from PrimeMortal Fitness today, taking us through an old-fashioned abs blitz. We will be doing floor-based exercises, some of the traditional ones, some of the newfangled ones to get strong core and more strength is what we're looking for. So let's go ahead and get started. All you need is a space. Come and lie down on your back. Take a big breath in, and as you exhale, scoop the abs in and up. Hands just behind your head. One more breath in. And as you exhale, sliding ribs to hips for basic ab curl. 1. And we should get a little shake as we're kind of lowering and lifting. We're trying to avoid pushing into the floor to get higher and focusing on these muscles to curl the spine up. And 5. And 4. 3. You hear that little shake in my voice? Even at the start of your workout, you should have that. 2. And 1. Now oblique twist side to side. We cross and return. Cross and return. Cross. You know, I used to love doing these abs blitz classes. And gyms sometimes still have them kind of on their timetable. Some of these exercises are just so tried and true. I mean, we really can't neglect them completely. And they're fun as well, really fun. We've got 4 more. And 4. 3. 2. And 1. So coming into side tap. So reach your arms, curl up so my back is flat on the ground, and then I tap towards the ankle. 1. So I should feel like I'm kind of side bending here. If the spine were a spring, just bending it side to side. I'm going to go a little bit higher, tapping towards my knees. And then I'm going to go a little bit lower, down the calves, towards the ankles. Keep pulling that belly in. I don't want to pop out, but we want to keep the powerhouse on. So we can use our Pilates principles here too. 8, 7, 6. I can feel that warmth already. And down. Come all the way down. Lift your legs up. Pull the toes back so you get a little bit of a stretch benefit here. And we scoop in. Inhale, lower right leg. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower left leg. Exhale, lift. Lower both legs. And exhale to lift. Single. Single. And double. Keep the belly pulled in and up. Keep hugging your ribs in tight so your back stays on the ground. And then we get lots of benefit from hip flexors, even a little bit through quads. And of course, through those lower rectus abdominis fibers. I'm doing 1 more single, single, double. And then I'm just going to go ahead and do doubles. Like that, single, single, double. And then down and out. Inhale. Exhale. I'm going to try to lift my butt up a little bit every time. So I go up a little bit. Trying to leave head and shoulders on the ground. You can reach along your arms towards your hips to help keep the shoulders down. Up. Just 2 more here. 2. Going into twisting bicycles next. And 1. We bring it, we go for it. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Try and keep your shoulder blades off the floor, but if you need to, you can go a little slower. You could even toe tap if you prefer. We want to feel this through the waist, through the front, and also through the legs. I'm going to go a little bit quicker. Join me if you can. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh. Roll onto your side for a side hover. So I'm going to keep knees down for this one. Elbow close to my side. I push to lift. I push the hips forward as well. Lift the arm up, and I just tap my hips down. 1, and up. I lift up into a side bend. 2, see that extra little flare of the ribs. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Last 2. Last 1. I'm going right to the other side, so I'll come down, sweep around. You could just turn around and avoid this recovery time. Set up for your side hover. Elbow in a little closer, I think. And then we go down and up. 2. Push the floor away. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Last 2. Last 1. Come into hover. So fist to opposite elbow. Knees first. Then tuck the toes and lift your knees from the ground. Keep pushing the chest forward and drawing the shoulder blades back. And just pause for a moment. You know, a lot of the research on plank type things says that this, the hover, the lower plank, is the plank to do to work your core even more than high plank. Gravity works on us a little differently, and we've got ourselves in one long line mostly. So we want to squeeze to lift, pull the ribs in extra, so you feel that you're lifting your spine, never draping from it. Here, 3. We're going to keep going in 2. Turn to the right, side have a rotate, stack the legs if you can. You can be scissored, you can even bring your knees down. And then rotate, other side, lifting to the left, coming back down. Right, and left. Whew. Tell you what, abs are smoldering. I hope yours are too. Big lift. I've got one more each side. And then in active recovery of a sort, I bring my knees down, come up on all fours, elbows point back, draw the shoulder blades down, and then we're doing pointer. So let's go right arm, left leg. Reach, reach, reach. Hold, and see if you can check yourself. So I tend to slump through my lower back. I'm going to pull up through that. And I also tend to throw my head back, so I tuck. And I lift from my middle back a little bit more. And bring it down, go to the other side. Kick, reach, then adjust. What are your problem areas? Do you need to lift up through the lower back, pull the ribs in? Do you need to push the collarbones out to lengthen your neck? Keep lifting from your middle back and your butt. 2, 1, and done. Bring the hand down, tuck your toes, hover the knees off the floor for a quadruped. We're here for 4, and 3. Strong belly pulled in, 2, and 1. Knees down, roll onto your back. So when I roll onto my back, I'm going to bring my knees towards you, just stacked. Back arm to ear, front arm to floor. I got 2 different moves here. The first one, I'm just curling up and looking over my hip. So I go 10, 9, 8, squeezing the thighs together, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and now on this next one, I'm going to come up and turn towards you. So like up to turn. It's like taking your armpit to your hip. 2. You can push into the floor a little bit with this arm, but don't push too much. Still squeezing those thighs together. Last 2. Last 1. Roll onto your back. We'll get to the other side, but no abs blitz would be complete without a bit of butt work, because we're working the whole core. Heels in line with sit bones, knees in line with hips. Roll up, reach your arms up if you can. I'm doing single leg hip extensions with leg and tabletop. So I want to make sure the shin stays as parallel to the floor as possible. I tap the butt, and I'm lifting that up for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. Drive your heel into the floor. 6, 7, 8. Keep the belly in. And hold. Change. Over. Ready? Go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down. Roll down. Take your knees to the back. Stack them. Back arm reaches on the floor. Front arm, hand goes behind the head, and we're just curling up, looking over our hip. 10, 9, 8. And 1, and up to twist, so armpit towards hip now. 10, 9, keep squeezing those knees together. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, and 2, and 1. Pause. Roll towards the camera. Then prop yourself up on your elbow. You can always come lying down if you'd like. Draw the shoulder blade down. Take your knees in front. Lift your heels. We'll do some easy clamshells. You want to keep hip on top of hip, so it's never rolling back. You can take your top hand and coax your butt cheek forward for that. And I go 1, 2, just working some of those external rotators. I want to make sure that I keep lifting up through my shoulders, so I'm never lazy here. I was only going to do 10, but I think we need 20. So now I begin my countdown. 10, 9, now it's getting harder now. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Pull the knees back. Extend the legs if you want. We're coming through a side hover. Up. Into a normal hover. Hold. Keep lifting. 5, 4, 3. The transition's part of the workout. 2, 2, 1. Side hover facing the back. 5, 4, 3, 2. Then bring knees down, hip down. Bring the knees in front. Lift the heels. Hand to butt to push that top cheek forward. Lift out of the floor. We got 20. That's 20 clamshells. 1, 2, 3. I try to push my knee behind me. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Feel it. 4, 3, 2, 1. Onto your back. Twisting bicycles right away. So we're going to go with the bent leg twisting bicycle. You can do toe tap. We go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Freeze. Curl in. We have big full body crunches. I'm going to try and keep my head up for the first few. 1, and chop. 2, and chop. 3. Keep exhaling to make yourself into that strong little ball. 8 and 2. Hold in on the 1. Twisting bicycles. Go the opposite direction than you were going. So I'm going to go towards the back. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Head down. Knees over hips. So that's about arm's length. I'm going into a corkscrew progression. So I'm going towards the camera, roll it through, and then up. Now, I can feel movement through my lower back, my pelvis. My abs are cinched in. I'm pulling in constantly to support myself. And 3. I'm just doing 3 in this direction. Then we'll go other way. Because it is a progression. We're starting with short legs. And you can stay with short legs if you want. And then we're going to go a little bit bigger. Ooh. And last 1. Then I'm going to go with longer legs. Your corkscrew is your corkscrew. You decide where you're going. My feet are almost out of the picture anyway, so I won't be able to have the biggest circle, but I'm going to go slow and make it strong. So I'm going 1, 2, keeping shoulder blades on the ground. 3, and this time it's 5. 4. And 5. Change direction, please. 5. 4. 3. 2. And last 1. Pause, knees bend, curl up. And this time I'm going to tap my head to the floor every time. And I'm going to keep my legs long when they go long. So I go here, and then I up, and then I oop. 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep the lower back on the floor. 6, 7, 8 before last bicycles. 9 and 10. I come in. Let's go into those twisting bicycles. Total of 20 here. 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll up. We're still moving. Come onto your belly. We're going to keep the feet on the floor and work most of our middle back here. So when you lie down, make sure you're comfortable. Take the arms to the side so that your forearms parallel to your mat, your elbow in line with your shoulder, and just tuck your chin. So all we're going to do is middle back work to lift the arms from the ground. I draw my shoulder blades down away from my ears. Breathe in. As I exhale, I lift the arms. Inhale, return. Lift, return. Lift, return. So I'm doing this because I want us to feel our middle back working. When we start adding more spinal extension into it, we don't want to lose that feeling of middle back working. It shouldn't all be the lower back. and the butt. So push your feet into the floor, bring your nose to your mat now, and lift everything up at once. I'm turning thumbs up for this one too. And lift and down. As I lift, I keep pulling my belly in. It's tempting to push the belly into the floor to get higher, but I'm not interested in height. I want to feel the middle back working. I want to feel all those muscles working in concert. Staying up on this next one, and then I reach ahead, pull back to the waist, reach ahead, pull back, reach ahead, pull back. I'm reaching my arms a little higher above my ears if I can. I've got that work going into upper back, middle back, squeezing my butt so that lower back gets the right amount of work. Keep pulling my belly in too, there's a lot going on. 3, 2, and 1. Coming into a hover. So elbows under shoulders, knees or toes, lift to sit hover, and just hold. Keep pushing the floor away. And now lift your hips, walk your feet in a couple of steps. So I'm looking now kind of between my elbows, and I'm going into a pendulum on toes. So I bring heels to one side, let the butt go a little, then I push to the floor to come up other side. My head stays still. I'm trying to push evenly into my elbows, so my chest is mostly still as well. We are so close to the end of our workout, so please stay with me just that little bit longer. Yeah. So coming back to the floor really, really soon. You got 4 more total of these. That's 1, and up. Still cinching the waist, 2, rise up. 3, and 4. Then bring knees down, spin around, go back into your ab curls with a foot lift. So I take hands behind head, I'm gonna tuck knees into chest and lift both feet. Curl, tap, return. Tapping elbows to the outside of the knees. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knee in, tuck chin, roll up. Our last thing here. So I'm coming onto one of my elbows. I'm on the meaty part of my butt cheek and I lift. And I've got my legs. This arm is behind me for balance. I'm pulling everything in. So I go 10, 9, 8. You can just do single leg. You can do oblique curls if you prefer, or some of those side taps. 2, 1. We're going to the other side. So roll across, long arm, bent elbow, long legs. Bring thighs to chest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So close to being done. 8, 9. Here's 10. Come back, come down. Full body curls. We got 20 and we're done. Breathe in and jump. 1, 2, 3. 11. So close. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. We're gonna hold out. 18, 19, 20. Hold it. Then start to send the legs out. Reach the arms back and we hold for 10, 9. Pull in tight, pull in tight. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh, well done indeed to all of us. A little rock side to side. Feel free to do a longer warm down, or maybe one of my yoga videos after this, or one of the stretch videos, to have your proper cool down. Thank you so much for working out with me today. This is David, PrimeMortal Fitness, Abs Blitz. Well done to all of us. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.